And joining me now is David Hawkins. He's the editor of the Fulcrum here in Washington, D.C. And David, it seems like it is finally happening. The House is ready to send those articles of impeachment over to the Senate, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see a trial get started immediately.
Well, not the substantive portion of the trial. In theory, the Senate rules are that the day after those articles arrive, the trial is supposed to begin. But there are some ceremonial preliminaries that probably, not sure yet, but will probably push the real trial into next week. There's a 3-day weekend coming up because of Martin Luther King Day holiday on Monday. So there will likely be some of these ceremonial preliminaries. The Chief Justice comes across the street and is sworn in. Every one of the 100 senators is supposed to sign a book saying that they're taking the oath of judicial office. So all that stuff will burn up some time. The real action probably next week.
And we're hearing a lot about this idea of impeachment managers. What's their role in this? What are their responsibilities?
So the managers is the official House word for what essentially is the prosecution team. This is the people that the House of when they vote to send the articles of impeachment over, we've talked in shorthand about Nancy Pelosi sending the articles to the Senate. That's not exactly what happens. The full House has to vote on a resolution to transmit those articles to the Senate, and along with that, they name what they call the managers, the prosecutors. 21 years ago, the last time we had a presidential impeachment trial, the Republicans were in charge. They picked 13 white men. It seems highly unlikely that Nancy Pelosi will pick, almost certain she will pick something more diverse than that.
All right, and once this thing gets started, this trial in the Senate, how long? What do we think? What's the over/under? How many weeks is it?
Well, the Clinton impeachment trial, which Mitch McConnell keeps talking about as being sort of the model for what we're doing now, that lasted a little bit more than 5 weeks. It begins with opening statements. This is not like what you see on a crime procedural on TV, on Law and Order. These opening statements, 24 hours per side. And that's not just starting the clock at 10 in the morning, it runs till 10 the next morning. That means they can talk for a total of 24 hours. So the president's lawyers can talk for 24 hours. These impeachment managers can talk for 24 hours. That's several days right there. Then after that's done, then senators can submit some questions, and only after that's done is the next really big moment, which is they finally have to make this decision about witnesses. My guess is that they're going to end up repeating what they did with the Clinton trial, which is have witnesses as videotaped depositions.
Okay, that sounds like more than a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're talking several weeks, certainly beyond the Iowa caucuses.
All right, David, I'm setting my watch to it based on that analysis. Thank you so much. For more stories like these, you can check out the Fulcrum at thefulcrum.us.